Are you looking at getting motorcycle insurance and you wanted a little advice from an injury attorney about what is the best type of motorcycle insurance to get? Check out this short video. Hey everybody, Barry here with the LawFull channel. I'm a personal injury attorney in Chicago, and I've done a lot of motorcycle accidents, so I'm trying to share some information about things that motorcycle riders should and shouldn't do before and after an accident. In this video, I want to talk about insurance coverage. It's not sexy, but it's super important. If you haven't already, would you subscribe to our channel? And if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below. If I can't help you, I'll find someone who can. All right, whenever I get a call from somebody who was just in an accident, they almost always tell me I have full coverage. They almost always say that. And almost inevitably, they end up not having full coverage. It just never fails. I don't know why. But I think there's a misconception about what full coverage insurance means for motorcycle riders. And every state, almost every state, has mandatory insurance limits. In my home state of Illinois, you have to have $25,000 in insurance. And check the laws in your state to see what you are required to have. But there are 6 types of insurance that I think that every motorcycle rider should have, and I'm going to tell you about them right now. All right, the first type of insurance is what I already mentioned, liability insurance. That's what we have to have. But liability insurance is just the tip of the iceberg. It's just the start. That's the insurance you have if you cause damage to somebody else. Well, you're on the motorcycle. They're in a car. They're not going to be damaged. They may have some property damage, but they're not going to get hurt. You're the one that's going to get hurt. So it's critical to have these next types of insurance. So the second type of insurance you should have is uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage, sometimes called or UIM. This is the most important insurance you can have. Trust me on this. There's a huge number of people driving on our streets that are uninsured altogether. And a lot of the rest of the people have the minimum insurance limits. Well, if you're in Illinois, for example, and you get hit by a car that has $25,000 in insurance, that might not even cover your medical bills for somebody who's on a motorcycle. So how do you recover for your pain and suffering and the like? That's why it's critical to have UM and UIM. Now, a lot of insurance companies don't push this because insurance has become a commodity and they try to sell you the cheapest package to keep you from going from Geico to another insurance company. Don't fall for it. It's critical you have UM and UIM coverage, and at least, if you can, have $100,000. That should protect you in the event you get in an accident with a driver who doesn't have enough insurance to cover your damages. Okay, insurance type number 3 that you should have, collision and comprehensive coverage. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten a call from somebody who said that they were involved in an accident and they went to their own insurance company to get their property damage fixed and they didn't have collision coverage. That's why collision coverage is so important, and it's not that expensive. Comprehensive coverage covers you if you're not involved in an accident or if maybe a tree falls and hits your car or whatever it is. Either way, if you can afford it, add collision and comprehensive coverage to your insurance policy. The fourth type of insurance you should add is something that I've seen a lot of videos and they tell you it's not important. It's called Medpay, medical payment and coverage. In some states it's called PIP, personal injury protection coverage. And the idea behind Medpay is that the first $2,500 or $5,000 or $10,000 of your medical expenses are covered by your insurance. Now, a lot of people think if they have insurance, health insurance, they don't need it. Well, you're still going to have copays, and those copays are killer for people, especially if you're going to physical therapy and you got to pay $20 or $40 every time you got to go. So Medpay can really be an advantage, and it'll add like $5 or $10 to your insurance policy. So it's my opinion that it's important not to skip out on having a Medpay or having Medpay coverage in your policy. Okay, insurance coverage type number 5. Rental insurance. If your bike goes down, are you going to be able to get another bike during the interim while your bike is being repaired? Check your policy to see if you have this type of coverage, and if not, see if you can add it. Okay, and the 6th type of insurance you're going to want to have in your insurance policy is GAP insurance, G-A-P. It stands for Guaranteed Asset Protection. Now, sometimes you get this from State Farm or whatever, but oftentimes you can also get it at the dealership when you buy your bike. And here's the thing about gap coverage. If you buy a $30,000 Harley, all right, the second you take it off the showroom floor, it loses value, right? Let's say 6 months later, you're driving the bike and you get in an accident and the bike is totaled. Well, you still owe $30,000, but the insurance company just valued your bike at $22,000. So there's an $8,000 balance that you owe the finance company. Who's going to pay that? If you don't have gap insurance coverage, you're going to pay that. Get these calls all the time. It's a lousy situation. Gap insurance is really inexpensive, so consider getting it if you haven't already. Okay, now it's time for your take on the law. Did you have an issue where you didn't have one of these types of insurance and you got in an accident? Tell us about it in the comments section below. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out this short video, but important video on the types of motorcycle insurance that riders should have. If you haven't already, would you subscribe to our channel? And if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below. If I can't help you, I'll find someone who can.